Yeah, of course.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for
What a great
coming.
performance.
Thank you so much. Hey.
It's very upbeat. I love it. Just what we need on a Sunday afternoon.
On a Sunday, yes, exactly. On
Yeah.
a Sunday. So that song was called Mediocre.
Mediocre, yeah.
Mediocre.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the
Thank you.
release.
But wait, if you see from the monitor, people cannot see your
Your
face.
face.
Is it your
Are you
aesthetic?
okay?
It's my aesthetic.
All right.
all right.
All right.
Okay,
We'll
okay.
leave it there.
That should be okay.
You can pull it up a little.
I'll pull it up.
Yeah, there you go.
it
It's
up.
the eyes that matter. It's the eyes.
The eyes of matter. So, Mediocre.
Yeah.
What is the song about?
So the song that came around, the idea when I was at a songwriting camp in Kuala Lumpur, and I made incredible friends from there, from Southeast Asia and from France. And I remember coming home and I felt a bit more like empty, you know. So that inspired to make the song Mediocre in a sense where without the people you love, you're just a boring person. So,
Actually, the truth.
Yeah.
It's the withdrawal that you feel after
Yeah.
so much pizzazz in the life, to be surrounded by so many great people.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then you come
for sure.
home and the emptiness, and it comes like,
Yeah.
what am I without them?
So you mentioned about the songwriting camp. So have you gone through lots of similar courses or camps in order for you to, enrich your skills on that?
this is my first songwriting camp, so
I see.
it's a very weird process where there was a speed dating round where we had to meet people.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was because we haven't met at all.
Oh.
And
Oh, it wasn't actually like a speed date date.
it was like, hi, I'm from Indonesia. and-
Oh, speed meeting. Okay.
yeah.
Speed meeting. Speed
Dating,
meeting.
sorry.
Because I was in several speed dating that was
Oh.
not really the things about.
TMI. No, TMI. No.
But so obviously that was it was really weird to do that speed meeting thing, and then the next day we just were put into studios and just work on music every day.
So I pick up this vibe that you didn't fully grow up here in Indonesia.
I did not. Yeah.
So can you tell us about your journey? How did you not, growing up here, influence your music?
It's
Specifically writing in English.
It's really, I don't know, it's really strange. I was born in Washington, D.C. So, and my dad, because of his work, we had to travel so many places. Part of it is Thailand and then Singapore to eventually Australia. And I guess just all of this music comes from everywhere that I've been living at. So it definitely influenced me because I'm not the best Indonesian writer yet. So
I feel your pain. No,
Yeah,
I feel,
exactly.
You're in the right place because here a lot of people relate.
Oh, I was happy to be here. My manager's like, oh my God, thank God the English is really good.
Like, yay to Sir Culture Kid.
But also, prior to Mediocre,
Yeah.
you've released
Yeah.
a single.
Yeah.
Is there any difference between Mediocre and your older songs?
Okay, I think the difference with Mediocre is because I grew up on alternative music from the 90s and the 2000s.
Oh, I love that.
And a lot of
We're in the same vibe now.
Yeah.
yeah, and a lot of the mainline HNATA songs are more in the realm of like more pop, R&B, I guess they're more polished. Something with Mediocre, like the difference between Mediocre is that it's a bit more raw. It's more like a Gilang song rather than a HNATA song. So it's a very personal song to me, and I grew up with rock music, so I wanted to bring that.
Who are your favorite rock influences?
My favorite, Foo Fighters is one of them. I love Smashing Pumpkins.
He grungy.
I love Blink 182, Sum 41. A lot of mainly punk rock bands.
Guy after my own heart.
You pass. We can hang out. We can hang out.
Yes. Happy to be here.
You make it sound like he's got to pass through some kind of initiation. You're very welcome here.
Okay. I would love to be back.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And you have obviously been loving music a lot.
Yeah.
What made you go to music camps? I mean, it may be your first music camp, but tell us about your musical journey as a musician.
Oh man, I've been doing music for over 10 years at this point.
Did you start with an instrument?
Yeah.
Did you go to school for it?
I did. I went to University for Music in Melbourne.
Nice.
Guys, it's not that special, really. It's I wish I took something else for my major, but no, it was I just loved it because my dad and my grandpa, they sing a lot at home. My mom loves the Cranberries, and I
cool
guess
mom.
it's not a very musical family in a sense, but
Music loving.
It was music loving family, and I think that brought I'm literally the output of the music from the family. So
Oh, that's great.
So listening to
third generation.
lots of influence of music and also from music-loving family, I know that music cannot really be in boxes, but if you could put your music in, or probably when people hear your music and they could put in some certain genre and stuff like that, what would they describe you, or probably what would you call your music?
I would call my music just basically pop music. It's like pop music, but you dial me a bit to the left, so it's a bit more experimental. Like maybe instead of it being on 12, you put me at a 10 or 11. I still want to make catchy songs at the end of the day, and I think it's just like the energy of the songs are very different. The production of the songs are very different. And I think that's the biggest takeaway from it. I guess I'm still a pop artist at the end of the day.
I know how you describe it. You dial me to the left.
Yeah.
But you know what else I love? Usually people with people who love rock music, me included, have a very high ego of not writing music that is not according to their core. So what made you or gave you the confidence to expand your horizons when it comes to your musical genre?
Well, I think because it's just influences really. Like on top of that, we live in an era where music shouldn't be put in boxes anymore. I feel
Agreed.
like everything's always genre bending, genre blending, crossing.
True.
And I think that definitely pushed it out of me to do something a little more daring with Mediocre. That's pretty much it, really. Like it just pushes a lot of like more personality rather than predictability. So.
Oh, I like that line.
So,
Personality.
which one first when you write music? Lyrics or tunes?
Both. I could do both. Like I feel like some days I wanted to write about something and then the melody comes after. But recently I think it's more melody first than lyrics because it's just the more convenient way.
Yeah.
But some days you have those days where you would just want to write like, oh, my dog ate my homework, so.
It's such a classic line, isn't it? My dog ate ate my homework.
My age is showing for sure.
You know, we've touched on this a little bit. You don't have to go too deep into the feelings, but you predominantly write your music in English.
I do.
Is this particular because most of your audience are not from Indonesia, I heard, or you've also mentioned it's just your comfort zone and you're better at it?
Right. Whoa. Okay. This is the question. But I think because most of my life I think I've written music in English. It's easier for me to express myself in English. But I've been practicing on the daily, trying to get better at Indonesian. I mean, like there's a song that I put out called "Talk," and the lyric was like speaks in Japanese, not Javanese, macam oraiso. It's like
Oh, cute! That is so cute.
And then some of the songs that I'm putting out, there is more Bahasa implemented into it because at the end of the day, a couple people still don't know where I'm from. So I want to represent as like in my own very way of like I'm from here.
From Indonesia.
From Indonesia.
I mean, you are a third culture kid.
I am.
So you are bilingual, multilingual.
Yeah.
So there shouldn't be any pressure for you to write completely in Indonesian to serve a
Right.
purpose. I mean, I feel like this is the right time for somebody like HNATA.
Yes.
Because there's no judgment whatsoever. People are already very open ears to Indonesian singing English. I love that. I
And
love that.
also, we heard that you are a part of a band. Are you still in it?
I am still in Rebel Sons, yeah.
Okay, so Rebel Sons. How far different Rebel Sons and HNATA?
Okay. I think with Rebel Sons, it's mostly a 50-50 split between me and my singer Dai. We are a whatever you want to call it pop music band, but I think we stemmed on a lot of indie pop, a lot of more synth pop, so a bit more throwback pop into like maybe early 2010s. With HNATA, it's like because it's my project and it's personal, the playground is just way bigger than what Rebel Sons is expected to put out. But I still think Rebel Sons is like, as we go, we push our boundaries to the absolute limits. But yeah, I guess with HNATA, it's just more like, I think more current stuff goes into HNATA. So the throwback stuff also kind of feels like HNATA too.
Yeah, I get the early 90s vibe of the pop music coming
But
back.
also, you know, these
Very
days,
current.
there's a genre called bedroom pop. So I felt like
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
actually
that's
bedroom
it.
pop that
It was.
I like.
Yes. That's
My kind of song is like bedroom pop, psychedelic pop, and
Okay,
stuff
cool.
like
Oh, for the lazy people.
that. For the lazy people, yes, of course, my lazy Sunday.
Bedroom pop is a vibe.
It is a vibe.
All right, See the Stars will continue after the break, still with HNATA, so do not go anywhere.